Hello everyone, I am Erica from Team Strawberry and we're presenting our new game, Fleck and Gruss. Fleck and Gruss is a 2D side-scrolling precision platformer focused on fast-paced movement and dodging obstacles to traverse levels. This game tells the story of a cranky fisherman bird and a young and bubbly octopus prince. After Gruss finds Fleck lost at sea, they must set off on an adventure to return the prince to Atlantis, save the island, and reclaim the throne. On this journey, you'll encounter obstacles, threats, and maybe even the tentacles of an evil king. So you'll have to move quickly to keep going. Fleck and Gruss must cooperate and use both of their abilities to move forward, propelling themselves with the tentacle or diving headfirst. Using the tentacles as a grappling hook from a distance leads to several different interactions. You can reach places inaccessible otherwise. We can lunge against a wall upon impact, jump to bounce in the opposite direction, or we can use the hook on enemies to jump on top of them. We can also use poles to lunge forward and, when used at the right moment, jump while maintaining momentum to go further. This mechanic offers us a variety of unique interactions and different ways to solve levels. While diving downward, Gruss uses his beak to strike the ground and attack without taking damage. This allows him to move forward by bouncing off spikes or enemies. Combining this with the tentacle is key to move forward to solve the levels. The character moves through the environment with fast and responsive controls, walking and jumping. Holding down the button longer guarantees a higher jump, allowing you to control precisely how high you jump to achieve different goals. On top of that, we'll find various elements in the world that we'll have to interact with, making each challenge more unique. For example, the breakable rocks in the cave, or the jellyfish that will make you jump really high. The overall pace of the game is very fast, and it is a one-hit die game. So the idea is to go through the scenes without taking damage at all. Players will encounter several checkpoints throughout the levels where they will quickly respawn after dying, so they can face the challenge again, correcting their mistakes and mastering the mechanics. In the final level, we'll come face to face with the evil Kraken, who has seized the throne and imprisoned the king. It will chase us and hinder our progress with its sharp tentacles, but the player must be able to use the objects to their advantage by bouncing off them. It is Fleck and Gruss's duty to reach him and defeat him with a final blow, freeing the king and restoring peace to the kingdom. Fleck and Gruss set off their journey from the village of the fishing birds to the kingdom of Atlantis, discovering fantastical landscapes filled with marine, tropical, and magical wonders along the way. They will pass through the coastal mangroves enveloped by their dense foliage, lakes, and a dazzling sunset, until they reach the entrance to the dark underwater cave filled with sea urchin, magical lights, breathtaking waterfalls, and the ruins of ancient Atlantis. And lastly, they will arrive at the lush and glamorous aquatic realm with its imposing towers and luxurious structures. We encourage you to dive into this wild world and discover what lies ahead for Fleck and Gruss. The experience will leave you hooked. Hope you enjoyed Fleck and Gruss. Thanks for watching.
At Fireproof Studios, we don't use CGI. Why build a digital model when you can build a giant robot to destroy a real city? Working together, you'll have to pilot a giant robot, Damzilla. To move, you will use the leg mechanism, and to attack, use the arm and tail buttons. Aside from your partner, there will be other obstacles. Take out the helicopters so enemies don't appear, and destroy the turrets so they don't blow you up. Coordinate your leg movements properly if you don't want to look dumb. Timing is everything. Miss a step and you are just a very expensive paperweight. Teamwork makes the dream work. The most powerful attacks can only be performed by working as a team. Activating both arms at the same time will trigger a special attack. Harness the power of friendship and lasers to destroy the city before the time runs out. The robot is also equipped with a plasma beam, aka the Death Ray. While one teammate charges, the other must aim and fire to reduce everything to ashes. What? Helicopters flying too high? Try deflecting a missile. Physics, optional. Destruction, guaranteed. Good luck. Oh, and please, sign the document absolving us of liability for any physical injury.
Hello, my name is Ravi Ganam and I'm the producer of Goofy Source Studios. I'm going to showcase the game we have been working on for the past few months, Knockoff. Knockoff is a couch PvP game where up to 4 players have to knock each other off a platform. In the game, you play as frog-like aliens, playing in places such as railways, a small piece of forest, and a patch of desert. The players can jump and run to evade each other or run into each other, where the receiving player loses control momentarily and gets pushed in a certain direction. They can also grab onto each other by using their tongues. The grab player loses all control in this state, so better watch out for other players' tongues. We also have environmental mechanics such as breakable ice platforms that upon the player making contact with, break, creating holes through which players can fall. Slippery floors denoted by oil spilled on a given platform, making players have less precision in their movements, bouncing mushrooms that when collided with make players bounce off of them, and a ball on a spring that can be used to hit players to throw them off the platform. Apart from these mechanics, we have a ball that decides the player direction and charges in that direction, and trains coming from portals that come on a set timer and send players flying if they get hit. Knockoff has 2 distinct game modes, Championship and Free Mode. Championship mode allows players to select a pack of levels to play from. Players spawn onto a platform to choose which pack they want. They're allowed to push or grab each other so as to influence what other players select. Each pack contains 4 levels, following a theme and always going in the same order. Free mode allows players to select which levels they want to play, being limited only by the number of combinations they can come up with. Players can select to play the same level however many times they want or come up with their own unique combinations. After each full playthrough of the levels, players are brought to a podium where they can take revenge for finishing at a given position or bloat over the others. Hope you enjoy Knockoff. Thanks for watching.
Hello everyone, we are Beltawood Studios and this is our game Odun. Odun is a third-person 3D hack and slash adventure game in which the protagonist will have to go through environments full of monsters to rekindle the Guardian Flame. In Odun, you will play as a scout that is watching over the outskirts of an ancient desert city when, suddenly, a swarm of Golem's monsters takes over. The protagonist jumps to the action with a clear objective: restoring the Guardian Flame. Not even the corpse of his comrades will stop him from advancing. To reach his objective, he will have to face diverse enemies and destroy them before advancing further so they stop causing chaos. Throughout the game, Odin will encounter light enemies, a melee enemy that will try to crush Odin with a pound attack. Later, Odin will clash with the distance enemies, a static range enemy that will track Odin movement to blast him with fast projectiles. Next, Odin will find heavy enemies, a huge melee enemy that will try to shatter Odin with a powerful charge attack. Finally, a set of 3 bosses with unique abilities pushing Odin's capabilities to its limits. Additionally, he will have to go through hazards across the environment. To complete his goal, Odin will have to find its way to the heart of the city, the Flame Tower, where he will need to reignite the flame in order to restore his fallen comrades and city defenses. To achieve that, Odin will need to clear all the enemies in his path, reopen blocked paths using keys guarded by enemies, and enhance his latent skills collecting various power-ups to finally reignite the Guardian Flame.